Hello, I'm Linda Moss, HR Director at Penlon. We had to respond very quickly to the COVID-19 crisis from my point of view with the safety of the staff. It was imperative that we were able to work with the 2-metre distancing rules, having all of the PPE equipment available, the sanitising stations, having procedures in place where the test stations could be cleaned down before and after at the end of every shift, so that there was no cross-contamination from one shift to another. Isolating the shifts where possible, so that again, if someone did become ill, they didn't contaminate another shift. That was our absolute priority at the beginning. And I worked really closely with the Siemens Healthineers on putting together a list of what we thought we could do and what we had to do. Getting the right equipment in place for everybody was essential. The ESO 2 project, when we heard it was going ahead, it was a little bit mind-boggling. We knew it was going to be a huge challenge, but it was one that we were happy, I certainly was happy to be a part of, and from what was happening in the country at the time, it was quite humbling to be able to be part of that challenge and to make a difference and do our bit. My department, being me, just me, the only way I believe I've succeeded in transforming a business that employed 110 in total, 55 on the shop floor, to 470 on the shop floor and way over 500 in total, is I've had some help from one of the members of the consortium that's helped with scheduling and the Formula 1 teams. They've obviously helped massively. The guys that volunteered to do the testing from the Formula 1, from the consortium, have been fantastic. But it was quite evident early on that we would have to employ a minimum of 200 people to support the testing. So that was quite challenging. There are a lot of agencies that I've used. I used our preferred supplier agencies that were very willing to help, and just basically worked an awful lot of hours. The biggest challenge I faced during this project has been when we realised that the Formula 1 teams would be called back sooner than we thought, and although I thought I had everybody in place, all of the labour, it then worked out that we would need another 217 staff, all of a certain level, that would be able to pick up testing a ventilator as quickly as possible. And that has been the biggest challenge. So where I thought the workload was all done at the beginning of the project and that things would calm down, it's actually got harder, busier, and more hours have had to be put in than it was before, if I even thought that was possible. But so I have brought in some additional help now, and I believe we've managed to employ people and to contract people in that it's completely within their capabilities of doing this, and I think that's shown by the numbers that we're getting out. I've been in a position, a very lucky position, where I've been able to work quite closely with the VentilatorUK Challenge consortium and the Cabinet Office, and my overall opinion is that they have been extremely supportive. At the end of the day, Penlon is the manufacturer, the small business that has this product that we're able to manufacture at high numbers, and was the choice of the MHRA and the Cabinet Office. And I would categorically say they have been extremely supportive, not just on the actual project itself, but also to ensure that Penlon has a future beyond the ESO 2. We obviously have turned off all of our day-to-day business. We've concentrated purely on the UK market as a priority, and I absolutely do believe that they are concerned and they are trying to help us to get us to the next level where Penlon can be, and I think they've been extremely supportive. The consortium members that have worked here at Penlon in Abingdon testing the product, and well, not just testing, they've done almost everything. Some of the Harwell teams have put their hand to absolutely everything, and I think they've just been absolutely fantastic. Along with our own teams that I cannot praise enough for their hard work. But the guys that have worked here, they have just met every expectation that we had and greater. And they have been, it's been really quite sad to see them go and leave the project before it ends. And I think they all feel the same too. Some have requested to stay on, and some are able to stay on, are staying to the end of the project, but I think they've just been fantastic. Every effort has been put in to meet the challenges and to almost better their output than they did the day before. So they have a very, a great work ethic, and along with our teams, I've absolutely loved seeing how well that they've all worked together with the Penlon team. We've also employed people from all ranges, so the construction industry, we have professional golf caddies doing the labour, and everybody is integrated really well, and yeah, I'm really proud of how everybody have been able to work together. It's been fantastic. Penlon's capability was important because it was a recognised brand. Penlon has been around for over 75 years. The MHRA are absolutely, know the Penlon brand, know how well our quality management system is. The audits we've had in the past from all of our notified bodies. We're a reputable business and one that can be relied on and trusted. And I think that's why our ventilator was important. The knowledge that's been gained throughout this project and the opportunities that has arisen from this project, I believe we can absolutely, we will take those opportunities and move forward with them and be able to create just another chapter of history for Penlon. And I think the opportunities on this, I'm hoping that we will never ever have another situation for a pandemic, but we rose to this challenge, and I think if the situation ever arose again, we would do the same thing. It's been really hard, it's been really tough, and certainly the key leadership team has put in everything they've got to meet the end results and to get everything in place. And there have been so many employees that have gone outside of their normal comfort zones. They've just worked so hard. Really, really proud. And if we absolutely must take those opportunities and move forward with them.